Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds. Last time we finished up on the Groundbreaker, and we're ready to go on to our next mission. However, one thing I need to talk about real quick, we've had a bit of a hiccup, in that I actually have recorded this episode already, but I forgot to hit the record button on the video itself, so I just have audio. So I'm replaying this section. It's only about an hour long, but yeah, if you are watching me for my first time reactions, this episode will not have my first time reaction for what we are going to be doing. But yeah, hopefully that won't happen often, but it's bound to happen every now and then. I've watched plenty of Let's Plays where people...
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Where people have made that sort of mistake. I'm sorry, and it will not happen very often.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Yeah, I am a very cute drooler. Okay, so let's go ahead. We talked to our companions.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Is the ship about to blow up?
What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem.
That's nice.
One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it, because poems are all symbolic and such, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not so good, but real sweet.
It comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it.
Mm-hmm.
The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
It sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Never have been.
Nothing wrong with that.
Aceways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Well, they sound like assholes. Yeah, to hell with them. Don't worry, everyone's different. Don't worry about it.
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder.
Well, they're
I guess
idiots.
I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain.
You're welcome.
I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go.
Should I leave?
Let's see here. Talking about old friends.
Oh, you're a fast reader.
Isabel. Who's Isabel?
I don't know. Is everything okay?
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
Mm-hmm. Huh. And? They were close, so not anymore.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Drinking solves everything. You said you don't drink. Should you be alright?
If you're there, I'm sure things will be okay. Like, I mean, you wouldn't let nothing bad happen to me, right?
Of course not.
Thanks for asking, by the by. It means something to know you're looking out.
Got your back, don't worry. If Junlei hurts you, well, I'll hurt her. And then we'll have the Groundbreaker as her ship. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright, let's head up here. See what else we can find. Hello, Sam. It's Parvati's room. That's one of my new companions' room. Hey, Max.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Oh, yeah.
Is something vexing you, Captain?
Tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French.
Bocconi, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
And remind me what your thoughts are on the Philosophists.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bocconi's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
Yes, I've been meaning to discuss exactly that. Now that we know where, the scholar is, when will we be searching him out?
Well, when I decide we will. Yeah, no, don't rush it, man. Everything's gonna be okay. And you actually have some things in here we can examine. Index of Banned Literature. Part 1. Various qualifying considerations. Part 2. Principal rules of restrictive management. Part 3. Morals and maxims of banning unethical literature. Part 4. Proof of the Grand Architect and Predestination. A refutation of titles listed herewithin. Part 5. Consequences, the mind and the will of man when led astray. Part 6. Official list of banned titles. And Part 7. Prerequisite for advancing the investigation, outing, and penalizing of offenders. We got Doctrinal Studies 539 of Equity and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. Their margins are filled with scribbled notes, and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose, the glue now yellowed and cracked along the spines. The Journal of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. The scribblings of these journal pages are utterly illegible to anyone except Vicar Maximilian de Soto. Got really bad handwriting, huh? That's okay, so do I. The Art and Science of Tossball. Impossible to put down. Order of Scientific Inquiry, Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved. Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. Tossball trading cards in mint condition. Most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus Hammers and the Tile Backers. Big tossball fan, huh? Oh, I can sleep in his bed? That's kind of rude, huh? We're not gonna explore... I'm guessing that's Felix's room. Yeah, because Ellie's right there. That has to be... Yeah, because this was Parvati's room, right? Yeah, definitely. I believe we... That was all decorated the last time we were here. Parvati! Fix my pipes! Damn it! Hey, Ellie.
Something on your mind?
If we're going to work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
I'll keep that in mind. What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. Purple berry shake if you're not.
Purple berry shake? That sounds delicious. Inventive. I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
That's how alcohol usually works, right? Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
Ooh. So you weren't joking about being a pirate?
What gave it away? The hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
No, it was more your casual outlook on legality.
Gotta figure out how to work that into my aesthetic. Maybe a pair of earrings?
Maybe.
I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
I like it. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
Yeah, there's other options where I like illegal stuff or I only do legal stuff. But we are a captain that, well, it depends on the situation. I was hoping to know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital.
They're the worst.
Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Where are you from? How'd you get into this line of work?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
You're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Very well. Let's get back to business.
No complaints here.
Let's go. Okay. Do you like my hammer, by the way? It's pretty cool, right? What do you have in here? Trauma kit. Scissors for gauze, scalpels for wounds, and handheld laser wands for a flawless complexion. Bullet-riddled leather jacket. It's distressed. Mysterious bottle of hooch for disinfecting equipment. Probably. Old saber. What doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. Alright. Hey, Felix. How's it going, buddy?
Good to see you, boss.
So how'd you end up on the groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child.
What?
Abandoned at birth in the back bays.
No way. And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss.
I am perceptive.
Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
A stowaway?
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the groundbreaker.
It's pretty harsh. Yeah, it seems to be how it is in the colony at large. How'd you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Right. The incident with the tossball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint?
That is the word.
But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
I know. I've had plenty of practice bludgeoning people.
That's what I like about you, boss. You got a mean swing.
Yeah, look at this hammer.
I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
I think me and Felix are gonna get along. I think he likes my hammer. And I can't blame him. It's an amazing hammer. I'm glad you're not wasting your life hauling boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
I like Felix. So far, I like all 4 of the companions that we've gotten. They are all interesting and have nice personalities. Hey, Parvati, there's a pipe up top that's leaking. Could you weld that shut too when you're done? Thanks.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
And I guess we kind of missed it with the failed recording. But we have woolly cows. I was really shocked when I saw them for the first time. But look at them, they're so adorable. Hello. You make yourself at home. Okay. We have to talk to Ada real quick. Wait. Actually, I remember there was a couple messages in our terminal, too. So from Esther Blaine to me, Bruce. Subject, medicine. Bruce. This is just to let you know that I've given you the rest of that you-know-what to the you-know-who's. Sorry for the secrecy. You never really know who's reading these things. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. You risked your neck heading into that community center. I'm grateful. But I'd also appreciate it if you never told another soul about our business. I like my job, and I should like to keep it. Right, so, in case you forgot, Esther Blaine was the woman who wanted the medicine that Abernathy wanted us to get, and we gave it to her instead of Abernathy. I think his name is Abernathy. Messages for Bruce from Tennyson. June Lee Tennyson to Parvati Holcomb. Holcomb? Subject, poem. So this is this, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the poem that she mentioned. Parvati. I don't do this, ever, so here goes. There's this engine, see, and it hums real nice, like a box of cats playing with mice. But she's coughing and hacking up sludge, 'cause there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? Then this wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. She feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling 'cause it's aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I've got, 5 more stanzas mapped out, but I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts. So I'll get back to you on that. JT. Yep. She definitely is, interested. June Lee Tennyson to Parvati Holcomb. About that talk we had. We were talking about old friends, you know, and I got to thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess. A good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was then. Wanted you to know, even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're pretty swell, Party T. Damn you, insta-spell check. Meet my wrench. Too tired. Just gonna put my head down for... lol. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some chemistry there. Or some desired chemistry. Guess we'll find out as we go if there's real chemistry between them. Hope so. Parvati deserves some love.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I have some questions. I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere.
Well, that's not good.
Gunfire, gnashing teeth, the unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Alright, thank you. So that's at the Roseway? That's what she said, right? So we have a couple quests at the Roseway now. Is it called the Roseway or just Roseway? I think it's just Roseway. Got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Yep, must be nice. And what if you didn't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Oh. What about your last captain? Do you miss him? Or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge?
No.
A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Oh, he did a good job. Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Start at the top. Phineas's orbital lab.
Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
What do you know about him?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
What? No. No.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
You jokester. Why do you say the landing pad might be rough?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas B. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
I want to know about something else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Thanks, Ada.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me the spiel on the spiel? Is it spiel or spiel? On the groundbreaker.
The groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Thank you, Ada. Hopefully the fees weren't too much. Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Actually, tell me about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like?
Terra 2.
Where in Terra 2?
Emerald Vale and Edgewater.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say, a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
Damn, Ada. What do you think of the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket?
Yes.
I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Ada, we do not wipe out populations. Okay, unless they attack us first, and then we could do it. How is Edgewater faring since we left?
Since you diverted power to Edgewater, the botanical lab shut down, and the deserters were forced to return to town. Meanwhile, the cannery's output increased, enabling the town's population to prosper. Thank you for nothing, Captain.
Oh, don't be like that. Sorry.
As am I.
Somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the colony?
Terra 2?
Where in?
Roseway.
Any crew traveling to Roseway will find themselves unofficially in officially uncharted space. Roseway has been removed from all Halcyon charts, and anything I could tell you, I can't tell you, because it's illegal.
I'm not concerned about legalities. Tell me anyway.
Here we go. Due to catastrophic financial losses, Redacted reportedly abandoned the town, shutting down 99.2% of all operations. However, there is an unsubstantiated rumor that Redacted, in actuality, continued to secretly develop Redacted products by experimenting on Redacted, imported from Redacted. How very revealing.
Hey, something's going on there. Why was Roseway removed from Colony? From Colony, the map? Wait, why was Roseway removed from Colony, the map?
Why else do humans do anything? I believe the decision was a result of money squabbles. I wish I could say more, but as I previously stated, it is against Colony Ordinance C59-002Y.
Somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the
Monarch.
Where in Monarch?
Stellar Bay.
Monarch. The armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port at Fallbrook.
Smuggler's Port?
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Why is Monarch being blockaded?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness, and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
I'll remember that. One more place.
Of course. What part of the...
Back to Monarch?
Where in Monarch?
And Cascadia.
Warning. All colonists are urged to reconsider travel to Cascadia due to infestation of mantisaurs and risk of indefinite detention or death.
Sounds dangerous.
This is one of those times where you say one word but really mean another, isn't it? I suppose you would find an environment like this fun.
Potentially. Any people live in Cascadia aside from Marauders?
There are no people aside from Marauders in Cascadia. There is only death.
And what's the local report?
The local report is that you will very likely die if you leave Cascadia's landing pad.
Great, that's all I needed to know. Okay. So we've talked to everybody. Let's go ahead and look in our journal here. So what we did, we ended up doing silent voices. The relay GB-23. So that's what we will continue to do this episode. I'll probably finish it faster than last episode. Or not last episode, but the initial recording, just because I know where everything's at now. So we might be able to do a little bit more in this episode than we had in the past. Alright, Ellie, so you use an automag pistol and some sort of sword that has poison damage? Or acid damage? Something like that. And let's go ahead and give you your perks. So you're going to increase your medical. And 20% heal amount granted by inhalers. That's good. Did we have any gear we wanted to give you? You have the 12. I think we gave her one of these helmets. Yeah, we did. And there's none of this armor was any better. No. Okay. And then Felix, you've got a nice big weapon. I'm jealous of. But we're also going to give you... This is what we gave you. He is looking cool. And then for your perks, plus 10 in Persuade, and 20% damage to cowering enemies. accept that. And we also gave Parvati these, the welder's goggles, because it gives her engineering plus 15. I don't know if increasing her skills help me. Actually, that's a good question. Let's take a look. Skills. Engineering. Plus 20 bonus support engineering? Is that from her? I don't know. But I don't think I want to take the armor penalty to wearing the goggles. Okay, let's head over to the relay. I think we did all the, what's it called? What am I trying to say? We geared everybody up and read all the stuff we had read in the previous recording. So we should be pretty good on that. Let's go ahead, enter the relay, and we're going to take the 2 new companions. Because why not? Continue. Alright. You 2 ready? I'm going to try out this weapon. I actually haven't tried it out yet, so I'm excited to see what it's like.
All the way out here.
Perfect spot for some peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet, you say. Hello, auto-mechanical. Okay, so we want to go over this way. Loot the place. Security auto-mechanical manual. The instructions printed in this manual have been covered by a mostly illegible scrawl. Entire paragraphs are crossed out with frantic lines of dark ink. In some places the pages are torn through from the force of whoever wielded the pen. One section, describing the correct procedures for setting automechanicals on a proper charging schedule, is mostly untouched. Random letters within the text are circled, as though the owner were trying to discover some message hidden within. Alright. It's a little weird. Or maybe not. Maybe there's a hidden message within. Phrase journal. A beautiful dream. Last night I dreamed, and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms, and felt so alive, so happy. I turned, and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there, her eyes so full of the emotions I know she feels, but dares not show at work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying it tight as a scarf on a cold day. So beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. Dreams are so real now, and this time I recognized a face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my head about how beautiful she would look, with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. Yeah. It's a pretty dark story in here. What do I see? Oh, it's just the cabinet again. Okay, let's keep moving. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Okay, so we got some mines there. Oh. Oh. I don't have anybody to lockpick. What is this doing? Oh, is it close range? Ah, well. Ow, 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 ow. Guys? Oh, hello. Well, that's kind of neat. I thought we had killed that one. Oh, everybody's coming. Okay, it's not doing the job. Alright. Go ahead and switch weapons. hammer time. Okay. So that went a lot differently last time. Because last time I brought Parvati, and we were able to lockpick that door over there. This time we were not able to... Oh! Sorry about that. Forgot there was a mine there.
I'll keep it down.
Alright, we'll take up that and that. So I'm doing a lot worse this time. I know where everything is, and I'm still doing worse. It's embarrassing. Okay. And there is a passage here. A few pieces and parts. We can unlock this. I don't think we were able to unlock this last time, because we picked at the door. Picked at the door.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Bits the vermin. Cool. And some mods. Neat. Alright, let's loot this room. Let's root it. Did I kill somebody else in here? No. Take that, and all those. There we go. Phrase journal, the source. The whispers have a source, and I've found it. Found it! I've taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium, with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the ether to reach me, calling out to me to help them. Alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the ether, and no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I am not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the ether trying to make me hurt others, but I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I have already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah. Okay, I think we missed one. I think there was another journal that we missed. Let's go back through here. Maybe it was in here. Did I miss one? Yeah, right here. Phrase journal. Escape. I had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people need the gifts I can give them. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Chloe. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, that I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found and described my dreams in whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he would help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. He knew. The whispers told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. He would tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers. And that's why he fled to the Groundbreaker, which led him to this place. And we're about to find out what else happened. After we get our toilet ammo. Always keep your ammunition in the bathroom. Best place for it. Going in. Whew. Good job, guys. Well, not really. I feel like I did all the work. What? Well, this is new. I didn't get this last time. Spacer's Choice found a flaw in you. Flaw tutorial. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Huh. Robophobia. Automechanicals now give you the willies, and when they're nearby, you're not as effective as you should be. Effects. -1 dexterity, -1 perception, and -1 temperament. My gut is to take it, because I think flaws are pretty cool in games, and RPGs in particular. I guess RPGs are really the only games that have flaws, but I don't know if I want my character to be afraid of robots. I don't really know how it fits his character. I'm going to reject it. We will eventually take a flaw, but I didn't really like that one for my character. Okay, so we got barred doors. That goes to the kitchen area. This goes out the front. And oh my god, we have a body. Phrase journal. Forgive me. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. Not. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson. Bright crimson. Beautiful crimson. I could think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. It's tough, man. Feel bad for the guy, but at least he didn't hurt anybody. That was brave. Although, he should have gotten help. Transmitter status disabled. Receiver status active. Main menu. Activate relay transmitter. Initiating transmitter activation sequence. Routing power to transmitter array. Pathways are synced. Conducting power tests. Power is stable. Initiating transmitter array diagnostic. Diagnostics report that 26 of 28 arrays are functionally operational. Transmitting activation ping to Groundbreaker. Ping has been received. Transmitter relay activation is complete. Untransmitted messages detected in memory cache. These messages will be downloaded to physical storage medium. Initiating copy sequence. Copy complete. All stored messages have successfully transferred to the physical storage device. Alright. Transmitter status active. Receiver status active. Main menu. Exit. Okay, we've got what we came for. And if I remember correctly, yeah, we don't have enough to open those locks. Okay, well, let's head back to the ship. And we'll head back to the groundbreaker, turn this quest in, and have a drink at the bar with Parvati. And then we'll be all caught up. So, back to the groundbreaker we go.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Thank you, Ada. You are the best. Alright, so we'll take Parvati and Ellie. That's who we took before, and I don't want to change anything too differently or too much. I like that little side quest. It was short, but it was a good one. Alright, let's head on over to the engineering place. And then I think after this, we'll be headed to Roseway, is where I decided we to go next. Because Roseway, we have a couple things there. We have the distress call, and we also have the thing for Gladys. And I think that was that where Max's quest led? It might have been. Drinking a smoothie there?
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
That's smooth enough. Here's your data backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Thank you very much. Level up? And 1200 bits. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and spend our bits. Not our bits, our skill points. We want to level up our heavy weapons here. All the way up to 60. We are now adept in heavy weapons, so we reload 30% faster. We're going to apply that. Yeah, we're good. And I believe we also got our reputation up to revering with the groundbreaker, which is great. Okay, let's head to the bar, Parvati.
Have you seen this man?
I haven't seen him. Stop asking me.
Information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings.
And the bar is right here.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
This table will work fine right here.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
All right, let's get everything. I thought with the beer, but you said in Edgewater the smell made you sick. So how about wine?
Oh, wow. You remembered.
Did.
Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Good choice for getting sloshed when you want to act fancy about it.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good?
It's not bad.
Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
What are you doing? You're enjoying a drink with your friends, I say in a question.
Yeah. I guess we are that, huh? Friends.
Sure.
Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
I'd give you my advice, but if I'm being honest, you're probably better off following whatever the captain has to say.
Beats me. I got a rough track record with relationships. kind of want to say this. I didn't say this last time, but I feel like my character would say it. But I'm afraid like it just stops the conversation. I haven't really experienced that in this game, but other games have, I don't know, got me paranoid for saying things like that. Start by telling me why her message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right?
She did.
Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
No one sends terrible, vaguely sensual poetry to someone they don't like, Parvati.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand over that kind of blackmail material.
It does.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
Yeah, sending somebody poetry, especially if you're like an amateur poet, it's pretty tough. I've done it a couple times. It's nerve-wracking. The poem implied you calming her with a touch. That's romance serial grade stuff.
It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you!
You sure did.
Let's read it right now, just to be sure.
What'd she actually write in the message? You haven't said.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
Parvati, what's this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Alright, same as before?
Something stronger, I'm thinking. I'm still all tense and weird inside.
Alright, whiskey it is.
Alright, whiskey. Woo! That smells like an unlawful union between paint thinner and propellant.
It's great, isn't it?
Here we go. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna be sick. That's a crime, is what that is. Oh, Captain. I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but... I'm so scared.
What are you scared about?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Fuck if I know. I'm just here for the booze. There's an easy way to get the answers to all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands.
No, I guess there isn't.
You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me.
Oh, they're fools.
What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
You can't control how people react to you. Even people you care about.
What do you mean, Captain?
Shrug. Sounded more profound in my head. The only thing you can control is you.
So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me? Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
Don't worry. We all do.
Well, I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just Wow. So much to think about.
Anytime.
Do you think I should ask her on a date?
You're still unsure? Yes, already. Just ask her.
All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean...
Don't call my ship shit.
Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot.
No problem.
You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
I agree.
All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
You mean like the Unreliable? Alright, yeah, I really liked that. I thought the dialogue for that whole conversation was really good. I liked my responses. I liked the responses they gave me to make. And yeah, Parvati is really cool.
Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
I'm glad she's finding some happiness, hopefully. If Junlin hurts her, then, well, the Groundbreaker might not survive much longer. You hear that?
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
I'll burn this whole place down. Anybody hurts my crew members. Not on my watch. Even you, Ellie, who I know nothing about. Alright, back to the Unreliable. Alright, and that is as far as I had gotten before I realized that my video was not being recorded. So yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we do want to go to Roseway next. So our main quest is to purchase the Nav Key, which is 10,000 bits. I don't think she actually told us that, but she offered us a job investigating a distress signal on Terra 2. Right, and that is a at Roseway. I was just reading that she mentioned Junli and the bounties, which we did the bounties and we helped Junli as well. The doom that came to Roseway. Right, this distress call. Weapons from the void. Distress signal. Investigate Roseway. Right. Wait, are these the same things? These might be like related quests. Alright, and this one, Dr. Dorset, said that Captain Irian is most likely somewhere on Scylla. Sapphire wine. Take Parvati back to the ship. With her first night out drinking behind her, Parvati would like to talk to you on the ship. Oh, we'll go talk to her right now then. I didn't know she wanted to talk right when we got to the ship. Vicar Max has tracked the scholar to a rented domicile in Fallbrook on Monarch. And then the cleaning machine, Roseway. Okay, so we got 3 things at Roseway to do. So that is where we will be headed next. Let's go ahead and talk to Parvati to finish off this this episode. Hey, Parvati.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar.
No.
I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Though, that whiskey did give my head aching something fierce. Feels like a primal's chewing on my skull.
It's the power of whiskey. I'm glad to hear it.
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future.
Tomorrow night.
Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Not to ask for spoilers, but will we be drinking again tonight? Okay, not bad so far.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
Mm-hmm. If you two marry, you'll be saying, haha, just kidding, unless you're not. Unless... So Junli does like you, and she said it in the most awkward way possible.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Good. I'm happy for you. I hope it works out. Alright, did that finish that whole quest? It did. Alright. Okay, so that is where we will leave it off for this episode. In the next episode, we will be headed to the Roseway. Not the Roseway, just Roseway. I gotta work on that. But yeah, this has been fun. I really liked Parvati. And I'm eager to see what the other companions offer, because I have a feeling they're all going to be pretty nice. Pretty interesting. So yeah, until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.